Around 4 BC, there was born a future Stoic philosopher named Seneca the Younger, born in the lands of Hispania. He was the second of 3 brothers born to a Roman knight who later gained fame writing in Rome. Later, being taught as a high Roman child, he began learning philosophy under Attalus and Socian Fabianus. In his adult years, he was exiled to the island of Corsica by Emperor Claudius. He was subsequently allowed to return several years later and became the tutor for the Emperor Nero. Over the years, Seneca became known for his philosophical works and poetry, of which all were tragedies. His works include 12 essays and 124 letters dealing with moral issues. And all of these are considered today to be some of the most important foundations to Stoicism and philosophy in our current age. Through Seneca's philosophy, he emphasized 10 key areas of our life that not only should we pay attention to, but consistently work towards improving to drastically make our lives better and to become unstoppable. Each component affects and is highly integrated with the other aspects, and all are necessary in life. Let's go through them now. Number 1, virtue is the highest good. Seneca emphasized that living a virtuous life is the ultimate goal and the highest good. Virtue encompasses wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. This means that living a life grounded in wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance leads to true fulfillment and happiness. For instance, consider a business manager who prioritizes ethical practices over convenience, ensuring fair treatment of employees and transparent dealings with customers. This commitment to justice not only fosters a positive work environment, but also builds a reputation for integrity, which can lead to long-term success. What about a person who demonstrates courage by standing up against social injustices despite potential personal risks? Speaking publicly against social injustices that the majority accept and promote can be highly difficult. Their virtuous actions contribute to societal progress and inspire others to act with similar integrity. Additionally, an individual who practices temperance by maintaining a balanced lifestyle, avoiding excesses in work, consumption, and leisure, achieves a sense of inner peace and well-being. These are the actions taken to help balance one's life not only each day, but overall in life. These real-life examples illustrate how adhering to virtues can profoundly impact both personal fulfillment and the broader community, aligning with Seneca's teachings on the paramount importance of virtue, wisdom, and temperance in our life. Number 2, focus on what you can control. Like other Stoics, Seneca taught that we should focus on what is within our control, our thoughts, actions, and responses, while accepting what we cannot control. One of the most powerful principles woven throughout almost all of Stoicism. Seneca's principle of focusing on what you can control is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, promoting peace of mind and resilience. In our daily lives, this principle can be applied in many ways. For instance, a student preparing for an exam should concentrate on their own study efforts and preparation techniques, rather than worrying about the difficulty of the exam or the actions of their peers. This focus on personal control helps reduce anxiety and improve performance. Similarly, in the workplace, an employee might face changes such as new management or restructuring. Instead of stressing over these external changes or workplace changes beyond his control, the employee can focus on their own work quality and adaptability, ensuring they remain a valuable team member. Another example is in personal relationships. If a friend or family member behaves unpredictably, one can choose to control their own reactions and maintain a calm, collected approach rather than attempting to change the other person's behavior. By consistently directing our attention to what we can control, our own thoughts, actions, and responses, we cultivate a more tranquil and empowered life, as Seneca advised. Number 3, practice mindfulness and self-reflection. Seneca advocated for regular self-reflection and mindfulness, encouraging individuals to examine their actions and thoughts to live a more deliberate and ethical life. Seneca's principle of embracing adversity as a pathway to personal growth is a powerful tool for navigating and succeeding through life's challenges. In our daily lives, this can be seen in different ways. For example, an athlete who faces a significant injury might use the recovery period to develop mental resilience, enhance their knowledge of the sport, and refine their technique, ultimately returning stronger than before. Similarly, in a professional setting, an employee who experiences a major setback, such as a project failure, can embrace the situation by analyzing what went wrong, learning new skills and improving their problem-solving abilities, which not only aids in personal development, but also contributes to future success. Additionally, in personal relationships, going through a tough breakup can be a catalyst for self-discovery and social communication growth with others. By reflecting on the experience, understanding one's own needs and boundaries, and cultivating self-love, individuals often emerge from such hardships with greater emotional strength and clarity. Embracing adversity, as Seneca suggests, transforms challenges into opportunities for profound growth and resilience to become unstoppable now. Number 4, embrace adversity. Seneca believed that facing challenges and adversity with resilience strengthens character and provides valuable lessons. He viewed difficulties as opportunities for personal growth. Life is full of unexpected twists, turns, and unpredictability. We all know this, although the way each of us react to it can be vastly different. Seneca believed that we should embrace unpredictability in our lives, learn to grow and lean into it, and adapt to using it to help us grow, succeed, and become unstoppable at every step. So, while the 95% are complaining about an unintended consequence they have to deal with now, you, being the astute Stoic, smiles on the inside and begins looking at different ways you can use this to improve your life. Make other aspects of your life easier and make it a stepping stone, each step of the way forward now. Number 5, value time. Seneca considered time to be one of the most precious resources and urged people to use it wisely. He emphasized living in the present moment and not wasting time on trivial matters. Many of such trivial matters to Stoic thought and Seneca involved worrying or thinking things that do not affect us, we do not know anything about, and have no control over. Whereas a major change at your job may affect you, it does no good to obsess about all its ramifications, worry if it affects others, and all the tunnel thoughts it creates that loop over and over again in the mind that we have no control over. All that does is drag us down, emotionally drain us, and force us onto entirely wrong thought patterns, leading to disaster and dangerous contexts that weren't necessary many times to begin with. Number 6, live according to nature. Seneca taught that living in harmony with nature and understanding the natural order of the world leads to a fulfilling life. This involves accepting the cycles of life and the inevitability of change. Many times people do not want to accept nature or the natural order of things, irregardless of the happenings. They make up stories and assumptions that nature is not correct and that they know better. They are smarter and more intelligent than nature will ever be. Unfortunately, that is incorrect no matter what age we live in. Nature has been operating correctly in its own design ever since life began, and no matter how much you want to ignore or pretend it is not correct, all of that just means that you have incorrect assumptions that need shifted to correct ones. To begin living in accordance with nature and natural cycles we are all subject to. Number 7, cultivate inner peace. Inner peace and tranquility are essential for a good life. Seneca advised detaching from external possessions and desires, focusing instead on inner contentment and serenity. You can begin cultivating this Stoic mindset through focusing on inner peace that emphasizes the importance of finding contentment within ourselves rather than seeking it in external possessions or circumstances. Seeking contentment in external things is a cat-and-mouse game that will only result in temporary and empty results, only to begin chasing it again for the next external thing that catches your fancy. It is and always will be a no-win situation. In today's fast-paced world, this can be applied in several ways. For example, a busy professional might practice mindfulness meditation daily to manage stress and maintain a sense of calm despite the demands of their job. This practice helps them stay centered and reduces anxiety, leading to a more balanced life. Similarly, someone who limits their use of social media to avoid the constant comparison and negative news cycles can protect their mental well-being, focusing instead on personal achievements and meaningful connections. Additionally, An individual facing financial difficulties might find peace by practicing gratitude for what they do have, such as supportive relationships and good health, rather than fixating on material lack. By intentionally focusing on inner tranquility and contentment, these individuals exemplify Seneca's teaching that true peace comes from within, not from external circumstances, of which we have learned now that we have no control over anyway. Number 8. Practice gratitude. Seneca emphasized the importance of gratitude and appreciating what one has. This practice helps cultivate a positive outlook and reduces the desire for unnecessary material possessions. The principle of practicing gratitude encourages us to appreciate the positive aspects of our lives, fostering a more optimistic and content mindset. In today's world, this can be observed in various scenarios. For instance, a healthcare worker, despite facing daily stress and challenges, might practice gratitude by reflecting on the positive impact they have on their patients' lives and the support they receive from their colleagues. This reflection helps them maintain motivation and emotional well-being. Similarly, a student overwhelmed by academic pressures can find solace in being grateful for the opportunity to receive an education, the support of their family and friends, and the small successes they achieve each day. This gratitude can shift their focus from stress to appreciation, enhancing their overall experience. Another example is an individual experiencing a rough patch in their personal life. By practicing gratitude for simple joys like a beautiful sunset, a good meal, or a kind gesture from a friend, they can find moments of happiness and maintain a positive outlook. By incorporating gratitude into daily life, these individuals embrace Seneca's philosophy, transforming their perspectives and improving their overall well-being. Number 9. Exercise moderation. Moderation in all aspects of life is crucial. Seneca believed in avoiding extremes and finding a balanced approach to living, whether in pleasure, wealth, or behavior. Seneca's principle of exercising moderation is vital for achieving balance and well-being in various aspects of life. In today's world, this can be applied in several ways. For instance, someone managing their diet may practice moderation by enjoying a variety of foods without overindulging in unhealthy choices, leading to better long-term health and sustained energy levels. Another example is a professional who maintains a balanced work-life schedule, ensuring they dedicate time to work without sacrificing personal interests and relationships. This balance prevents burnout and enhances overall satisfaction. Can you think on actions, habits, and behaviors that you can apply moderation and more balance to now? Maybe it is an unhealthy habit or a mindset that is toxic and damaging. Whatever it is, look through your daily life and find those things that are done in excess and begin to apply Seneca's principle of moderation to it to regain more balance and control in life. Other examples could be a person managing their finances might practice moderation by creating a budget that allows for saving necessary expenses and occasional luxuries. This approach prevents financial stress and fosters a sense of security and freedom. By exercising moderation in eating, working, and spending, individuals embrace Seneca's teaching, achieving a more harmonious and fulfilling life. Number 10. Be compassionate and just. Seneca advocated for treating others with compassion, empathy, and fairness. He believed that being just and kind to others was a fundamental aspect of Stoic virtue. Seneca's principle of being compassionate and just emphasizes the importance of treating others with empathy, fairness, and kindness. In the modern world, this principle can be observed in various real-life scenarios. For example, a manager at a workplace can demonstrate compassion and justice by listening to their employees' concerns and providing support when needed, such as offering flexible work arrangements for those facing personal challenges. By creating a fair and supportive work environment, the manager fosters loyalty, boosts morale, and improves overall productivity. Another instance is a teacher who treats all students equitably, regardless of their background or abilities, and offers extra help to those struggling. This approach not only promotes a sense of overall equality, but also encourages a positive learning atmosphere where all students feel valued and motivated to succeed. This does not mean sacrificing the entire majority for overwhelming minority special treatment, as incorrectly assumed by some in modern-day philosophy. Finally, in everyday interactions, An individual who shows kindness to strangers, such as helping someone in need or standing up against injustice, contributes to a more compassionate and just society. By incorporating compassion and justice into their actions, individuals live out Seneca's philosophy, making the world a better place for themselves and others. If you enjoy the video, click below and subscribe for more here at Stoic Legacy. We love having you here.